Yeah, I'm CK's brother, and he's the he makes real things. He's gonna tell you how to make real stuff. This is real, but it's not like traditionally. It's weird. It's gonna be weird what I'm doing, But it's kind of like of the younger, lesser brother. You know what I mean? Like not as good, but still okay. Like you might actually like it better. Some people like McDonald's better than like fancy hamburgers. That's us. If you're watching, if you love me, that's it. So anyway, I'm doing hot dogs, but I wanted to do something special. I wanted to mix cultures and do different things. So I got like this pound of ground beef. I'm gonna make a chili, but I don't know. I don't really like chili. I don't know chili. It's not my forte. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be grounding this ground beef, and I'm gonna be adding baked beans to it and taco sauce. I'll explain later. You'll see. Right now, I gotta put these on the grill outside. I'm gonna multitask. I'm gonna do two things at once. It's gonna be awesome. That's Ramsey. Okay. I like using the grill. There's less cleaning. I got the grill really hot. It's really simple. I'm just putting the hot dogs on. I'm not poking holes in them like people do. The beautiful thing is the reason that I'm going to attempt to multitask this process is because I'm not worried about burning the hot dogs. And the reason I'm not worried about burning the hot dogs is because me and my wife both agree that you can't overcook a hot dog. We like it that way. I married her because of that. I said the second she told me that, I said, what are the odds? You got two people who both agree that you can't burn a hot dog. I said, will you marry me? She said, yeah. Ever since then. Oh, by the way, I use Hebrew National hot dogs. They're not the only good kind of hot dog. There's a lot of good kind of hot dogs. But when I'm not sure about the brands or whatever, I know I can count on this because, they answer to a higher authority. Okay, so now I'm going to take the ground beef. Usually this is buckhorn ground beef. It came from, we actually get a farm that sends us vegetables and we order extra things. It's this is 2020, by the way, 1920, COVID-19. You don't get to choose your ground beef all the time. Usually I go to a butcher. But this actually looks pretty good. It's pretty good quality, the stuff we get from them. So we lucked out. I got a little bit of olive oil in here, a little bit of fat when I first put the meat in. So I don't know if other people do that. I like this pan because it's non-stick and it's kind of like almost a wok, but not. It's nothing. It's not a wok, but you know what I mean. But it has big walls around it. I like that. It acts like a wok. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just brown this beef. I put a little salt in, not now, but I'm going to. I'm going to put salt in. When it's cooking, I feel like it kind of melts it all down faster when you put salt. You know how salt melts ice? Anyway, you see it starting to cook. I'm going to get like a spatula. Usually you should have these things in advance, ready. Get your stuff ready. They call it mise en place, fancy smancy. So anyway, I'm gonna. If you never brown, I'm just assuming you know how to do this. You might not. So I like to mash it down like this. Now, you gotta bang the meat that sticks to the spatula off because this is raw meat. You can get sick, right? So later on, you'll see. I'm actually gonna wash the spatula because I'm a paranoid guy. But anyway, I am browning this meat. I'll come back when it's browned at some point. This is a good point to do it. I'm just going to add some salt a little bit. Again, it's just a smidge, a pour of salt. We're ordering a lot of other things, so I'm not going to go crazy with the salt right now. I don't want to oversalt it. Better to undersalt it and add salt later. Okay, so we'll be back when this is brown. The hot dogs are on the barbecue. If they're burning, so be it. We like it burnt. It's good beer. Always drink beer from craft breweries. Support your breweries, especially in COVID-19 times. I got this ground beef. I got this Trader Joe taco sauce. I couldn't resist. Spicy taco sauce. As a matter of fact, this recipe is just because I wanted an excuse to use this taco sauce. I was on the phone with CK. I said, CK, it smells like the taco sauce that come out of little packets. And I said, I love that stuff. I want to use it. So I actually concocted this because it was hot dog time anyway, and I like chili on my hot dog. So I'm going to add some of this sauce here, right? And we're going to kind of make it now delicious ground beef taco meat. We're not using. I don't use that powder stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why people do that. They put the powder in and then they add the taco sauce. on top of the meat. That's just not how I roll. I just go right to the sauce. So I by the way, I just added a lot more sauce. I want to taste it. All right, so I'm gonna do that. By the way, if you're worried about the hot dogs, they are a tiny bit burnt already. I moved them up to the second level of the barbecue and lowered the heat because I don't want charcoal sticks. But a little tip for you: if you don't like the hot dogs overcooked and you don't time it right, and the hot dogs are ready, you don't want them to get cold. You don't want to heat them up in the microwave because that cheapens it. When you're done with this mixture, you could throw the hot dogs on top here and reheat them with the meat sauce, right? That's what you're going to do, and then you naturally make the hot dogs hot again, and not only that, it picks up some of the flavors and the essence of the mixture. Okay. Ah, good IPA. All right. Now, we got the meat, it's browned. I'm going to put the heat back on. I shut it off for a few seconds while I was sipping my beer because I didn't want this to burn. I got the beans. I'm going to add bush beans. You could use anything. You know, I'm using the original, where it comes with little pieces of bacon. But I'm just going to add it on. I have never done this before, by the way. Never, ever. This is something I invented in my mind. And I'm just throwing it together. I'm concocting it. I have no idea how it's going to taste or what it's going to be like. To take, you know, it's a mix of flavors that make no sense that I don't know if anybody's ever done before. But that's the way I roll. I mean, I'm thinking, what's going to really be bad? You got taco sauce, beef. You got beans, a little sweetness, a little heat. You got the hot dogs cooking. I got buns. I got the oven preheated, by the way, because my wife has gluten-free buns. And gluten-free buns, if you don't heat them up, oh my God, you want to die. But I discovered that even throwing in my hot dog buns just for like a minute in 350 degrees adds a nice texture, a nice little toastiness to the bun. I like it. It's good. It's good. So I do it. And if you get a better look at this, I didn't know it was going to look like this. I actually think it looks pretty good. And if you want to know why does he have these tiny little cans? Well, COVID-19, people. COVID-19. I ordered beans on Walmart. You don't know what you're going to get. I ordered 2 giant cans. They sent me 6 of these. They do that because I check off the little box that says substitutes are okay because I'm desperate and I don't want to go to the store myself because I'm scared. I'm scared of the store. I'm scared. Oh, man, that beer. So look, these are the hot dogs. Overcooked for 90% of America. Not for us. We love them like this, right? They can hear you. You can talk.
Yes.
Yes, we love them like this. So we got the hot dogs over here. I got the buns. Why hamburger buns for the gluten-free buns? It's COVID-19, people, okay? I got gluten-free buns. I mean, she'll cut the hot dogs up and make it hamburger style, all right? It's COVID-19. Be happy we have anything gluten-free. Now, this container doesn't come with the recipe. This is a casserole dish given to me by Connie Ibera. Last year for Christmas, or a year and a half ago, she gave me this with, it was enchiladas. It was delicious. And she let me keep the dish, which was awesome of her. I love her. And she's going to have so much joy to know that I use this to carry the meat from the grill inside the house. So I got the buns, I got the mixture. We'll come back, we'll show you what it looks like. You see how much there is? Is there going to be left over? Yes. What am I going to do? Oh no, I made way too much. There's not going to be enough hot dog to use this as a topping. That's okay. I'm going to take Wonder Bread and I'm going to pour the leftovers on top and use a knife and fork and eat it. I cracked myself up. I don't know what to tell you. I made that up right now. I came up with that idea. I think it's genius. It's like Sloppy Joe. Oh, so good. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our mixture and spoon it on. By the way, you notice I have more than one hot dog. I noticed that the one hot dog alone, it was going to be too much bread to hot dog ratio. So I did 1.5 hot dogs per bun. I actually cut a hot dog in half. I'm that passionate about food. I'm sick. You don't have to be like me. But hot dog to bun ratio is very important. It's more important than the amount of this batter I put on, actually. I mean, you can't... If you put too much on, it'll be messy. I don't like that. It gets all over the place, and then you need a fork. You know, but if you don't use enough, then what was the point of making it in the first place? So, you put yourself, do a generous helping, though. You know what I mean? Put a generous amount on. I mean, if it's messy, it's messy. You're at home, you use a napkin, you clean yourself up. It's not a big deal. Which also I like to go on top of the hot dog, right there. Don't worry about it's falling off and it's getting messy. Jocelyn loves that. Okay, unlike me, she loves a mess. And it goes all over her, and she sheepishly laughs, and she gets very sheepish. She shrugs her shoulders. What are you gonna do? All right, so it's together. I usually don't eat it so fast. I'm probably gonna burn my mouth, but I don't want to do a separate shot. No, I don't want to backdoor. This is what goes on in production. You have to make these choices. I'm gonna do it right now in the same shot, rather than come back and see me doing it. All right. So here we go. We're gonna take a bite. I have no idea. I just made this up. I don't know what this is gonna taste. I didn't even taste it. I didn't do the Ramsey Gordon thing. Taste the food. But no, that's not how he talks. But I'm supposed to do a heavy Brooklyn accent guy, and at the same time imitate Ramsey Gordon at the same time and combine the accents. Who am I, Chris Crotty? All right. Whoa, good stuff. I mean, you're not going to sell it at Nathan's on Coney Island, but good stuff. You got to stop filming so you can taste some too.
Okay.
I love that IPA. All right, look. So I like to do a reflection. I'm an educator. We reflect. What would I do differently? What could I do better? First of all, how'd you like it, John?
I thought it was delicious. I always get a kick out of that taco sauce because it tastes like Ortega.
Yes.
It was good. I ate everything.
I don't know how to take that, but okay.
I ate it all.
Wonderful. Now, here's the thing. You might ask, why did I do that? Because when you get a can of chili, you get bean and meat. It has barely any meat. The meat is low quality. Right? Right. I'm not a bean guy. I don't know anything about beans. I know that bush beans taste good. It comes with bacon. It comes with honey, brown sugar. It tastes delicious. We love it. Right? So now I got a lot of meat. I got the beans. But in reflection, what I would do is I'd add some hot sauce and give it a little bit of kick. It didn't have heat. Now, I'm not going to put in the ghost pepper. Right? I'm not going to bring in the super hot 300,000 skull units. Yo, I'm crazy. Tracy, from, Ben Holt, kind of crazy. I got a big beard and I can eat hot food. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, just give it some kick. Maybe I throw some Tabasco in there. Maybe I throw something with 50,000 skull units if I really want to give it a little bit of kick but not kill you and just ruin the dish and make it all about heat. But First Week Feast has a hot sauce that looks pretty good. We want to order. But yeah, I give it some heat. Otherwise, very delicious. We got a lot left over. I got another package of hot dogs. We can do it for lunch tomorrow. I can get that bread and put it on bread. Whatever we do. Why did I make so much? First time. I don't know what I'm doing. Besides, they gave me the package of a pound of beef. Ground beef. If I go to the butcher, I could do it different. I could say, I could be one of those Jewish old ladies. Give me a half a pound of the ground beef or a quarter of a pound. Right now, I don't have that option, so I had to make a lot. So I got a lot. So, hey, it's just food for tomorrow. Come to little CK's little brother's kitchen again. I'm not only CK's little brother, I'm little CK's uncle. So it's crazy. I'm a lot of things. We're all over the country. You can't get rid of us. We're like cockroaches. We infest.